Looking for fall decor ideas without spending a fortune? In today's video, I'll show you how to turn everyday items like pill bottles, Dollar Tree finds, and even an old pumpkin into stunning home decor accents you will love. Stay tuned because these DIYs may surprise you.
And don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get started.
For this project, we'll be using 3 of these new glasses from Dollar Tree. This comes from the household wear section. And 3 of these candle holders from Dollar Tree as well. These in 3 different sizes. First, we're going to remove the tag off of each piece. That's the candle holders and also the bottom of the glasses. To do that, this was a little bit harder than I thought. I thought it would come out a lot easier, but I took my heat gun, just heated up that tag, and that softened up that glue, and I was able to just peel it off. However, it left a residue behind, but I just took a little bit of this glue off from Dollar Tree, put it in a small wipe, and just wipe it right off. And just a little bit was enough to remove the glue from all 3 of the bottom of these glasses. My friend, if you enjoyed this video so far, please don't forget to go ahead and hit that thumbs up. It truly helps my channel be shown to more people. And while you're there, go ahead and subscribe. It is free and it means the world to me. And don't forget to hit the notification bell because that notifies you each time that I drop a new video. Thank you so much for your support. All right, now we're going to take some hot glue. In this situation, I am using hot glue because I plan to repurpose these later on. So I did not want this bond to be permanent. But if you do, just use some E6000 or some UHU to glue this to the bottom instead. And I'm going to just add the bottom of each one of the glasses onto my candle holders. And just like that, I have a beautiful and festive 3 candle piece so I can put as a centerpiece for my dinner party this fall, or we can use it as an accent piece anywhere in your home. All we had to do is add some tea light candles to the inside of these, some of the battery operated ones from Dollar Tree. And that is it for this one. Let me know what you think. This is going to be a quick and easy one. I'm going to use one of these bottles that I got this week from Dollar Tree. We're going to remove that cork. The cork is sealed in by some plastic. We'll just go ahead and peel that off. And now I'm going to reposition instead this lighted cork from Dollar Tree. These I got before. Previously, their lights were so dim. But for this one, you're going to see in a minute how bright and nice this is. Look at that. And the length is also amazing. I'm going to go ahead and unravel it and position it into the opening of my bottle. Friends, this video is part of the Talented Creators collaboration, and this is hosted every month on the 3rd Saturday of each month by myself, Loli from Loli's Creations, and the amazing Aurea from DIY with Aurea. And we have the privilege of having as our guest host this month, Michelle from the Southern Shell. The links to our channels and to the playlist will be linked in the description box below and also pinned in the comments. Make sure that you're heading over to the channels, the playlist, and show everyone some love. Once I get to the end here of the lights, I'm going to start just feeding the bottom section of those lights through that bottle, being very careful to not push them in. I'm just letting them fall as they go in. And slowly you're going to be filling up the bottle and you have the lights pretty evenly throughout the whole bottle. So once you do that, just be very careful that you don't have any nuts. And that is it. You're going to go ahead and put that in. You're able to turn this on and off very easily. And look, I did not like how that bow looked. So I'm going to go ahead and unravel it and retie it. And that is all that I did for this piece. You can always embellish it a little further if you like. We can add some different leaves on the sides or paint the top to look like a peduncle, or I don't know. The possibilities are endless for this one. So all I did was just fluff up my bow a little bit better, clean up the tails, cut off any funny looking or, I don't know, messy parts of the bow. And that's it for this one. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think about this project? For this project, I'll be using these old pumpkins that I got from leftover from a different project and a pill bottle. I painted my pumpkin using some moss from Waverly. Once that paint was still wet, I took some Waverly Antique Wax, and I'm going to just use the same brush that I used to paint the pumpkin to add in some dimension into each one of the grooves of the pumpkin. And I did make sure to also blend it in so it looked a bit more seamless. It didn't look like such harsh lines. And I did that until I went all the way around the entire pumpkin. And I just touched up some in the back right here just to clean it up a bit. Once that dried, I'm going to take, while that was drying actually, I took this pill bottle. I started to paint it with some Rust-Oleum linen white chalk paint, but then I realized I forgot to take this piece off. So my pill bottles, so some of them have this security device here to prevent kids from opening the bottles. So I just clipped that off. And then using the same clippers that you see me using here, I clipped up the ridge that also was in that section all the way around the entire pill bottle. As you see here, I'm going slowly using small little bites using the very tip of this. And I did that until I went all the way around and that whole ridge was completely removed. Then I took a sanding block and sand off any rough edges that were left behind. Friend, if you're enjoying the content today, don't forget to hit that like button. Let me know in the comment section where you're watching from. I love to know how far my videos are reaching. And while you're there, go ahead and share, because sharing is caring and it helps my channel grow. Thank you so much. All right, so once I had everything nicely sanded, I gave the pill bottle 2 coats of Rust-Oleum linen white chalk paint. Now we are going to distress a little bit further. I wanted to bring a little bit more at that dimension with the antique wax. So I'm using a chip brush here from Dollar Tree and adding a little bit of a darker tone of brown to the ridges here. But again, making sure that the lines are not as harsh. And I did that all the way around the entire pumpkin. Then I took some burnt amber and painted the pill bottle with that. Next, we are going to add this to our pumpkin. I'm going to place the bottom of the pill bottle onto the pumpkin and leave an indentation there as I press down. And then take my X-Acto knife and cut off all around that indentation so I have a hole the size of my pill bottle. And it fits so nice and snug. Look at that. But as I was pushing it down, I kind of messed up my paint. But that's okay. I'll fix it in the next step. I'm going to take some more of my burnt amber with a small brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and repaint that section. And I'm also going to paint any of that styrofoam that you can see at the base of the pill bottle with the same burnt amber. I'd rather have some brown in the bottom in between the green than have green on my pill bottle. And with the remaining amount of paint that I had on the brush, I decided to add a little bit more dimension to this by just adding some darker streaks of brown in between that. And I did that until I went around the entire bunk. Now it's time to embellish this a little bit further. I'm taking some leftover foliage that I had from Dollar Tree, different picks. And I took this leaf right here, just added some hot glue to the back portion and positioned it right there. And then I took a couple of these fall-like boxwood. Is it boxwood or eucalyptus? I can't remember, one of the two. And I just took my weeder from Dollar Tree actually and added a hole to the base there of the pumpkin and then put a little bit of hot glue in there and then stuck that piece of foliage right into that hole. And I repeated the same thing with another piece on the other side. Then I took some of these florals from Dollar Tree and I'm going to just use one of the flowers and glue it right there to the middle of that first greenery that I glued on. And if you notice there, I trimmed off the plastic piece that would attach it to the pick so it will fit nice and flush. And I held it in place until that glue set. And I repeated this process on the other side as well. To give this a more polished look, I'm going to use this ribbon from Dollar Tree and I'm going to wrap it all the way around the base of the cover of the pill bottle using hot glue to attach it.
Quick question for you. Have you subscribed yet? Have you? You sure? Why don't you go check for me? Because you know what? Sometimes we think we did, but we didn't. So just check for me. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and click it. Yes, go ahead, click it. Click it. Click it.
All right, enough shenanigans. We are done with this piece. We're going to put a tea light candle in the back and that is it. What do you think? Another quick and easy project. I'm going to use this mushroom pot holder and this towel from Dollar Tree. I thought that these really match so beautifully, and I am loving mushrooms this year. How about you? Let me know in the comment section. How do you feel about mushrooms and fall decor? Actually, decor in every season really, because it seems to just be fitting. For every season really, I did a video on mushrooms for Christmas. I did a Christmas scene. If you want to watch that video, I will link in the description box below as well. But I am loving mushrooms. I hope you are too. And I'm loving this project. So we're going to just go ahead and remove the tags off of there. I use my X-Acto knife to do it because I just didn't want to have any of that, the strings or anything from either piece is coming off as I pull that off. And then I'm going to position my kitchen towel right here. I wanted it to line up with that portion of the pot holder, but I do not want to get rid of that opening. So first I'm going to make sure that this towel is secure in the same position that it is here. And to do that, I just use a little bit of hot glue. You are more than welcome to go ahead and sew this, but I am not very good at sewing, nor did I have the time to do it this time. I'm prepping for my daughter's sweet 16, so I am strapped for time. And this is quick and easy. That goes with the theme of the video as well, right? So I just added some hot glue there to keep it in place. I did the same thing, adding a little bit of hot glue in the crease in between there also. And I'm just making sure that it's attached. And once that's glued, then I'm adding another bead of hot glue all the way across the pot holder. And if you see there, I lifted that flap where you would have put your hand there. I want to make sure that that stays open still. And then I position my kitchen towel right there lined up with it. I mean kitchen towel. And that is it for this one. Let me know what you think. My friend, as always, thank you so much for watching. Be blessed, be a blessing, and craft responsibly. And if you enjoyed today's content, here is some more videos you are sure to enjoy. Thank you again so much for watching. You're amazing. Bye.